Oh, yeah. What's going on? Keep pounding nation. Blitzball champ Jason Ingram here, making it home safely from the big game earlier today, which ended in V for victory. Yes. Oh, how sweet it was. It's been a while since I have been to a Carolina Panthers game that ended up in a victory. Was so good, so good, so good. But made it back home safely, and just a close but very competitive game that came down to the wire, to the finish. And because of it, the Carolina Panthers were able to protect home field to bump their record to 500 at 3-3, still undefeated at home, as they were able to defeat a team they haven't been able to beat since 2018, the Dallas Cowboys, by a final score of 30-27. What a game. What a game. I was there with a good friend of mine. Shout out to Joe Miles. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your first NFL game. But rained off and on. The wind blowed heavy, blowed light. But all's well ended well. And I'm just really happy to see this team keep fighting and able to finish strong. Even with a rough start, being able to finish strong and to be able to capitalize on opportunities and to really stay in the game. To stay in the game, it wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. There's still areas to get cleaned up, for sure. No doubt. But to be able to stay in the game to the end, to get the victory, the crucial plays where they meant the most to seal the deal. And that's what Carolina did against a team that they normally, historically, don't beat. This was only the 6th time Carolina has beaten Dallas. Keep that in mind. Only the 6th time. So, like I said, what a victory. Still undefeated at home. And Carolina Panthers are now turning themselves into a team that you might want to keep an eye on. You might want to keep an eye on this team. You know, I'm not saying that this team is excellent or near the top, but they're off to a start, the type of start that they haven't had in a long time. So, they have definitely given a reason to keep an eye on them. Just saying. Just saying. Jeff R., welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. But let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this game. Whew. So, okay, first and foremost, Dak Prescott just had his way with this Carolina defense. Let's just keep it real. Dak finished 25 of 34, 261, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, didn't even get sacked once. So, let's just keep it real. Dak had a great game. But I will say, a very, very questionable drive that they had late in the game where they dialed up like a run and then 3 screenplays or like a screenplay in a flat. Not sure what the offensive coordinator was thinking, but hey, it helped out the Carolina Panthers defense, that's for sure. But that was kind of a weird sequence. A really, really weird sequence. But it definitely glad it happened in our favor. But let's keep it real. Dak Prescott did play well. He did play well. George Pickens. So this was the one negative. This was the one negative of the game. George Pickens, 9 catches, 168 yards, and a touchdown. I really don't know why they did not put J.C. Horn on George Pickens. Like, Ajaro, dude, why did you leave Mike Jack out there on Pickens? Like, they were eating him up all game. So I really didn't understand that. Because with no CeeDee Lamb, that was their best guy out there. So I was very shocked. I was like, Ajaro, why do you not have J.C. Horn on George Pickens? So I really didn't understand that. So I got an issue. I got an issue with Ajaro on that. Got an issue. We did give up 1 sack. That 1 sack was to Maurice Liefeld. And there was an early interception, Donovan Wilson, which was not on Bryce. That was on Tet. He should have made that catch. So that interception wasn't on Bryce. You know, it was a quick slant. Tet's got to make those catches. But shout out to the Carolina Panthers offense on hanging in there and really capitalizing on some good drives. I still felt like there were a few drives that really could have ended in touchdowns, but once again, they've been able to put up at least 30 points this season. So that's a plus. That's a plus. And I know with Atlanta, I know it was mostly the defense that really helped with that. But the fact that this team was able to put up 30 points for the second time definitely says a lot. Definitely says a lot. First off, shout out to Bryce Young. He didn't quite have the 400 yards passing like I really, really wanted to, but 17 of 25, 199 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Got sacked once, but it is what it is. Corey, welcome to the stream. I see you. I'm not going to be on here too long, but let me switch over. Let me at least get my let me get my headset and I'll switch over. 1 second. I just got to fire up my other camera. Oh, where the heck is my... Oh, there it is. Wow, I'm getting old. Okay. All right. 1 second. Y'all have to bear with me 1 second. I gotta put camera 2 on. Gotta put camera 2 on. But yeah, let me get you in here. Let me get you in here. 1 second. Yeah, let me get you in here. I won't be on too long, but let me get you in here. Because I just not too long ago got on.
Hey, say something.
What's good?
Ah, there we go. Had to
Yeah,
make sure I
yeah.
got you,
Uh-huh.
bro.
What a win, bruh.
Dude, you saw I recorded a clip of that field goal.
Yes.
Yeah, but I will say there were a ton of Cowboy fans there. Let's keep it real. There were a ton of Cowboy fans there.
Oh yeah.
I hate to say it, but there were a ton of Cowboy fans.
And every one of them was silent after we kicked that last field goal, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You couldn't hear a peep in
There
the stadium.
like even as I was
Except for
clearing
Panther
out,
Stadium.
there were some that were talking mad junk. But
I love it.
I have to say they didn't give up. Carolina kept fighting once again, and I have to say, as I was saying, shout out to Bryce Young, 17
Yep.
to 25, 199, three touchdowns, interception. Um, Not as many yards as I hoped for, but hey, three touchdowns. Three touchdowns.
It helped me win a bet.
Yeah. Uh, Shout out to Tetaroa McMillan not getting just one, but his first two NFL career touchdowns.
Right.
Like, I thought he was just only going to get one, but oh, no, no, no. He's like, I want another.
May
Three
I
catches,
please have
29
another?
yards, two touchdowns. And uh, and one big name that decided to have another episode, the Rico Dowdle Show.
mm.
30,
Coming back for episode number 2.
30 carries, 183 yards, but also four catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Dude, Rico is him, man. I'm saying.
And here's my thing. There were a number of Cowboy fans shocked. And I'm just like, y'all do realize y'all had them before and y'all did the same thing to us, right? Like,
And did you even watch the Dolphins game before?
yeah, it's like, why are y'all surprised that we ran up on
Exactly.
y'all? Y'all did the same thing to us when y'all had Rico.
Right.
So
Oh,
I have to say, like, this was magnificent. This was
yep.
magnificent. Um, Super Trebo, welcome to the stream. He says, "Sup, Jason? First win since Tepper took over. First game. I remember when Tepper took over, him and his family's booth celebrating against the Cowboys' first win in 2018. Last time we beat them. Yes, that was
Yes.
the last time we beat them. And you know, a team that we normally. This was only the sixth time we've beaten Dallas,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but oh my goodness, Rico Dowdle, like."
Oh my God.
He averaged 6.1 yards a carry.
Insane.
Like,
This dude is unreal.
and even after there was a moment where we ran a bunch and then went to the pass, and I'm just like, no, keep feeding him. Keep feeding
Right.
him.
Right. Why did you stop?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, they haven't been able to stop him.
Right.
So, thankfully, they got him 30 carries, which was great, but man, just Rico just shredded this D line and linebacker core. Just
They got Luke Kuechly and CPI security commercial now.
oh, nice.
I'm watching it while I'm watching the Chiefs game.
Oh, right on. But I mean, just Rico Dowdle just shredded this defense, and also shout out to the
Right.
defense holding Javonte Williams to only 29 yards rushing, 13 carries. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we got
That D line came to play.
we got to keep in mind Javonte Williams was third overall in rushing. Keep that in mind.
Right.
And we held him to 29 yards.
Right. That's the back-to-back weeks we have done that to running backs that were top 5 in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Super Trebo says, I just hope there's no letdown against the Jets next week. I know they most likely will win, but it could be close, but just win. Because after the Jets is going to get the tough schedule. That is true. It is
Correct.
going to get tough after that Jets game, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as I've said, it's safe to say that the Panthers have at least done something to at least get folks to kind of keep an eye on them.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying that they've become elite just yet, but
Right.
look at the start that they've had. A struggle start, but now they are 3-3 and still undefeated at home.
Mm.
So, just amazing. But yeah, Rico Dowdle, Tetaroa McMillan getting touchdowns. Uh, Jimmy Horn Jr. had some good catches and a good run. Oh, and I gotta give a big shout out to him. He only had one catch, but it was a big fourth down catch. Shout out to Hunter Renfro on the quick slant
Yes.
catch on fourth down to keep the chains moving on that final drive.
Mr. Renfro.
The route god himself coming through in the clutch with a sliding catch to move the chains.
What did I tell y'all about Renfro? What did I tell you? If we come down to a situation like that ever, I know who I'm putting the ball in the hands of.
You know what's funny?
It's not even a question.
The moment he was the moment he was moved into motion, I was just like, wait a minute. They're going Renfro quick slant. I just feel it. I feel it. Renfro quick slant. And sure enough,
Good call.
yeah. Because I had a feeling when he was going into motion, I was just like, wait a minute. And sure enough, made a sliding catch.
Oh, it was beautiful. And it came in there just before the defender.
Yeah. Like,
It was it was
Bryce had
so
to,
perfectly placed and so hard thrown that the defender couldn't even get a hand on it.
yeah, and Bryce had to get that ball out quick.
Mm-hmm. That shows us he's capable of doing that. And that's that quick release that I've been telling everybody about
Yeah, exactly.
on display. And if he can do that and he can start to really refine that technique of getting that ball out quicker like that, oh, this man could be dangerous. Blitzes may not even touch this man for a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keep pounding USA. Welcome to the stream. Says, let's go. What a win. Indeed. Indeed. Super Trebo says, like I said, this reminds me of 2013 Cam's third year when they started 1-3 and came back to win 6 in a row and beat the Patriots. Monday Night Football. Cam went off the air after the 1-3 start. Panthers turned the corner finally. I get what you're saying, Super Trebo, but let's not get carried away.
Right.
This is
You
a
still got to deal with the Bills.
this is a different era,
You know?
Super Trebo. Let's not get carried away. This is 2 in a
Mm-hmm.
row, something we haven't done in a while. Let's not get carried away just yet. Not yet.
Right.
Not yet. I feel you, but we're not there yet. Let's just okay. Keep pounding USA says we got to talk about Leggett. What was he doing? Dumb thing to do. Oh, the lateral.
Yeah,
So
what in the world was that?
so apparently the word is that Rico called for it.
Huh?
Yeah, like
I'm not buying that.
I
Nah,
it
I'm not
doesn't
buying
it
that.
doesn't make any sense, but word
No.
is supposedly in an interview it was Rico that signaled for it, like at the last second,
Uh,
which
XL, are you sure that's what you heard?
it
Because
was a
there's a lot
dumb.
of game sounds that happen, around you. Are you sure you heard that, XL?
Yeah, it was a dumb idea. Period. It was
Right.
a dumb idea.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, but like, yeah, that. Whew, thankfully, it didn't result in a lost fumble. But I don't know what the heck that was all about. And I'm just like, look, if you're stopped, just go down. Just go down and
Yeah.
protect the ball
Yeah.
and live to play the next play. Um, it was cool that they called a play up for him when he did the double move, but they did the defensive holding, which I mean for the Cowboys it's a good
Mm.
thing that they did because if that didn't happen, that would have been touchdown for Leggett. Um, Super Trebo says, "Y'all right? I'm trying to stay humble and quiet now and just play it by ear and hope to see them continue to play good. That's really all that we can do. We don't want to get
Mm-hmm.
too
Mm-hmm.
carried away." Keep pounding USA says that's what I heard. And how was that roughing the passer on Dak Prescott by Roseboom? Bad call. The NFL is soft now.
Yeah, the
So,
referees were calling a lot of bad plays in that game that I was really pissed off about.
so number one, yeah, it was a bad call, but the only reason I can think of was despite him grazing it,
Come on,
I, I
Lions.
I think the fact that he grazed his helmet was enough for them to call roughing the passer. It's dumb. It's
Stop
so
him.
dumb.
Stop him. Stop him.
But
There you go.
I think the fact that they grazed his helmet, I think that's why they called it, which is dumb. It's royally dumb that they
Mm-hmm.
called that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
Yep.
I agree. It was a terrible call. Um, Vietnam, welcome to the stream. Says, what's good, Blitz and Clory?
How you been, Fayettenam?
Great game today by the team as a whole. 3-3. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Indeed.
indeed. And also,
Come on, Lions.
shout out to Trevor Etienne on a key run that got
Good.
us
There we go.
another first down and closer to make that field goal, that game winning field goal, easier. So shout out to Trevor Etienne and Matthew Fitzgerald on the game winning kick. I believe it was a 15 yarder. It was like a 15 or 20 yarder kick. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, very simple. And actually Ryan
Come
had
on,
three
Lions.
had three field goals today, one of them being a 55 yarder. Um let's see.
Dang it.
Keep pounding. US says time to go 4-3 now. Rico should be running back number one. Go with the hot hand. I
Yeah.
have I 80% agree with that.
I'm all in on it.
And the reason why I say that is just it's kind of a bummer to see somebody lose their starting spot because of an injury. Like I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that because it's not like Chuba did something to lose his starting spot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the only reason why I can't 100% agree
That's
with
fair.
it because he didn't do anything to lose that starting spot. You know what I mean? But
That's fair.
But at the same time, I do support going with the hot hand. I definitely agree with going with the hot hand, considering what Rico Dowdle has been able to do for two back-to-back games. I will support that. I will definitely support that. But at the same time, I expect Chuba to be back in the rotation when he is 100% again. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
It is.
So that's how I look at it. But yeah, I about 80% agree with that. But yeah, going with the hot hand, not a bad idea at all. Um, as a matter of fact, I was calling for that throughout this game because, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, they weren't stopping Rico. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
6.1 yards a carry, like 2 runs, and that's a first down. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Keep pounding USA says, and Tech got 2 TDs, which I saw that he needed to get. Yeah, like finally got his first career touchdown, and not just one, but had 2. And also shout out to Bryce Young on the touchdown throw to the second touchdown throw to Tech, and also the touchdown throw to Rico. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was beautifully placed, and Rico finished it off. But
Yeah.
and
Beautiful.
and like I said, with Tetaroa McMillan, way to bounce back from the missed catch, which turned into an interception, to bounce back and get 2 touchdown grabs. That was big. That was big. Now, let's see. Check this out. Check this stat out. We had 27 first downs. 11 of them were passing, 14 of them were rushing first downs. Guess how many rushing first downs the Cowboys had?
How many?
1.
Yeah.
Just 1. Kudos to the defense on shutting down the run. Very
Big
impressive.
kudos to Mr. Bobby Brown and Mr. Rosebloom, who
Yes.
completely surprised me and shut me up.
Yep. Um,
Both of these gentlemen. I'm
shout
happily eating crow on both of these gentlemen.
Yeah, they've stepped it up. Shout out to Princely. Princely had some good moments.
Yep.
Um, Keep Pounding says the only thing I didn't like was how Pickens was just picking us apart. Yeah, which I put a lot of blame on Ajaro because I'm like, dude, why are you not moving JC to cover Pickens? Like that really bugged the mess out of me
Mm-hmm.
because Mike Jack was getting eaten up. He was getting eaten up.
Yeah, and I called that matchup in the preview stream
Yeah.
because I knew that was going to happen. And so we put Nick Scott over the top on the safety. And I was like, why are you putting Nick Scott on the safety spot over top of that when
Mm-hmm.
Nick Scott has had 2 really horrific games? We need somebody over there that's going to actually help him out.
Right.
You can't have Mike Jack 1-on-1 the entire game, otherwise, you're going to get cooked.
Exactly.
But here's the thing when you go back and you look through the stats, guess which 3 were being thrown to, and the rest of them only have 2 catches. There's a reason for that.
Yep.
We forced Dak Prescott to only throw it where we wanted them to throw it.
Yeah.
And
Which is
we,
fair.
we knew that they were going to hit with the linebackers and the Mike Jack contest, against Mr. Pickens,
Mm-hmm.
who had 168 yards. But if you look at who else was in that stat line, it's interesting to me how nobody got above 30 yards beyond Ryan Forey for
Mm-hmm.
Illinois, Jake Ferguson, who got 33, and then Pickens had 168.
Right.
Why do you think Pickens had 168 that matchup specifically right there? And I knew he was going to get a touchdown on us. I knew it was going to be the Julio Jones effect.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, why are you not putting Trayvon Lathan over there to help out?
Right.
If you're going to put Trayvon Moehrig on running back duty, then you have to put Lathan over there to help out. I would rather have an unproven rookie over there than Nick Scott
Yeah, which is
at this
fair.
point. Because at least you can shut down a few of these. Because Nick Scott will just stand there like a freaking gargoyle and not do anything. He will not leave his coverage for anything. I don't know whether it's just like, oh, I'm by the book, whatever this play call is, I cannot leave this area. It's like,
Right.
no, come on, man. Once the play call is shifting towards a certain direction, go over there. Press up on them. Bro, you could make so many more plays on defense in coverage if you would just make a move, bro, and not jog. Make an effort in coverage.
Yeah.
It just pisses me off. Like, make an effort, bro. Yeah, I see you getting the tackle for loss. I see you making tackles. Okay, if you can do that, then why aren't you doing something in coverage? That's my
Exactly.
problem with him.
And also, Keep Pounding USA says, we stopped the run 2 weeks in a row. Roseboom shut me up too. JC should have been on him, agreed. And
Yep.
we still have no pressure on the quarterback. That's another thing we need to fix. And we have dirty kicks on the kickoff. LOL, really though. But yeah, like so we still got work to do there.
yeah.
Um but like I said, just this team effort, and I gotta ask, bro. Like I
Mm,
was I was kind of laughing, like just because it was so funny.
mm.
What the heck were the Cowboys thinking on that drive where they had the run and the flat and the screen pass that just what the heck were they thinking? That
You had to know that wasn't going to work.
like, and then it got to 3rd and 22. I was just like, what what the heck are they doing? Like, I mean, I wasn't hating it, but I was just like,
Right.
what are y'all doing? Like, what? But I mean, hey, I'll take it. Shoot. But
Shout out Trevin Wallace for shutting down that screenplay too.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
Beautiful job.
But just really, really glad to see this team finish strong. And once again, for the second time this season, put up 30 points.
Yeah. Contain, contain, contain.
But just so many key clutch plays in this game. Just amazing. Like Bryce Young able to just stay strong in the pocket,
Mm-hmm.
deliver 3 touchdown passes. Tedero and McMillan with some great grabs. Rico Dowdle just, don't, keeping his word. Like he literally said, "Buckle up, Dallas," and he
Right.
he delivered. And honestly, like, and the cool thing, Chuba can take his time returning
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I'm convinced, bro. They need to work out a deal and extend Rico Dowdle. They need to go ahead
Agreed.
and they need to start brainstorming and divvying up. Okay, let's start thinking about how much we want to extend Rico.
Right.
Like if they can afford to, I would sign him 3 more years.
Yep.
Why not?
Right. I think so. We
So
cannot let that kind of talent go.
yeah, like I mean,
No way.
being able to come in and like I said, we get Chuba back, dude. That's a deadly combo.
Dude, this running back room is goaded.
Yeah.
Imagine when Brooks comes back. This
Yeah.
room is goaded.
And it's just like it was good to see. And Canales, shout out to
Come
you.
on, Lions.
Shout out to you for feeding the hot hand.
Dang it.
Um, Keep Pounding says, it was funny when Trimble tried to hurdle. He need the defender in the. Oh yeah, on that first down
Right.
catch, yo, like that was pretty solid and just a
Yeah.
great play call. That was a
Yeah.
great play call. Uh, Trimble was all by himself, had tons of room to run. Great play call there, and just it was really good to see. It was really good to see just Bryce stay poised. He didn't let that interception shake him. Stayed poised and just kept getting at it. Kept
Yeah.
getting at it.
Yeah.
And honestly, just great job on offense. Like I said, 3 touchdowns on offense. Rico Dowdle. Like I said, game balls to Bryce, Teteroa McMillan, Rico Dowdle.
Mm-hmm.
The D line. Oh my God, the D line
Mm-hmm.
on stopping the run. Like
Mm-hmm.
we know the pass rush needs work. We know that needs work, but being able to hold total rushing to 31 yards rushing, D line did great.
Incredible.
Incredible. Christian Roseboom, you've been stepping it up. I gotta give it to you. You have been stepping
Yes.
it up.
Yes.
You've been stepping it up.
This
Yeah.
whole defense finished with 5 tackles for loss, 4 pass deflections, and 2 quarterback hits.
Yes, absolutely.
Incredible.
Underground West, welcome to the stream. Keep pounding.
Oh man.
But just an incredible effort and just being able to finish strong.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into the fourth quarter and just that final drive was just like, wow. And then just the Renfro quick slant and
Mm-hmm.
just keeping the chains going. Trevor Etienne, what a nice run to get closer into the red zone and
Mm-hmm.
just made it super simple for Matt Fitzgerald. So, and of course, as you saw, I had to record a clip of that field goal, and just very smart and utilizing the clock to take it down to 3 seconds, making Dallas waste their timeouts, and it was just a chip shot.
Beautiful clock management.
Excellent,
Beautiful.
excellent clock
Beautiful
management.
play call on that too.
Yes,
We knew exactly what we needed to do to control that in all
indeed,
areas to where we just completely controlled what Dallas was able to do and not able to do in that fourth
exactly,
quarter.
exactly.
That's smart football. That's intelligent football.
And shout out to Dave Canales. I see you. I
Yep.
see you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, two straight wins. Okay,
Uh-huh.
all right, Dave.
That's what I'm talking about. That is our brand of Carolina Panthers football. That's not Carolina Panthers football. That's our brand of Carolina Panthers football. And if we can continue that on through the season, we're on track for 9 wins.
Oh yeah, and we're now second place in the NFC South.
Mm. And it feels good
It
to
feels
score more much
good,
after a win like that. It does.
absolutely. And I loved how they, after that game-winning field goal, they immediately played Sweet Caroline like 5 seconds
Yup.
afterwards.
Yup.
Oh
Dude, we were
man,
playing it on stream the same time.
it was like they knew. It was like they totally
Yep.
knew he was going to make that kick,
Yep.
and it was just like, yep,
Yep.
okay, hit play.
Yep.
It's like it's good, okay, hit play.
Yep.
Oh
we were playing
man.
it on our stream too.
Oh
Just having
yeah,
a great time singing it on our stream too. At the same exact time you guys were.
absolutely. And
It's so fun.
Keep pounding USA says we good, Bryce. LOL. We're still in the playoff race. Chiefs about to win too. Yeah, I just saw the score there.
Yeah, I'm watching that game right now. Apologies if I start saying some stuff in between here because I got a bet on Butker. He
Oh,
needs to get two
gotcha.
field goals, which I don't think is going to happen.
And I talked to one fan that feels really bad because for two straight games in a row on her fantasy, she had Rico Dowdle as a backup.
Oh, why would you do that 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
just like, ouch.
that's on you. If you fool me once, shame on you.
Mhm.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Mhm.
Because you saw him do what he did in that first game, and you still left him on the bench against this terrible defense, knowing the fact that he came from Dallas. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
Any
exactly.
any fantasy owner that left him on the bench this week, shame on you. That you deserve what you got.
Um,
I'm saying it.
yeah. um, Ernest Capu, welcome to the stream. He said upset today. You know what? No. Nah, we earned that win. Nah.
We earned that
Nah,
win.
we earned that
Mm-hmm.
win. Bumper upset. We earned that win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nah. I
Screw the narrative.
Nah, I'm not gonna accept the upset. We earned that win. Just because the Cowboys might have had more wins over us than vice versa. No, you know what? We earned that win.
Right.
Even among a sea of Cowboy fans in the stadium, we earned that win.
Right.
I
We
mean,
we won over the Cowboys. We won over the refs, and we won over not beating ourselves.
and not to mention, what did they do? They took advantage of a abysmal Cowboys defense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like literally all Carolina had to do was run the ball
Yep.
and
That's it.
just I mean obliterated them. I mean 6.1 yards a
Yep.
carry for Rico Dowdle. Like
Yep.
just
Mm-hmm.
but Rico called it. Rico called it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's why I say to Cowboy fans, I'm like, why are y'all surprised? Y'all did the exact same thing to us when y'all had Rico Dowdle.
Mm-hmm.
So why are y'all surprised? We just did what y'all did to us.
Right.
You
Right.
know, I mean, it's still the same player, just play, on the opposite side.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is, but I mean,
Right. Shout out David Screws. He says, keep pounding. This 2 game win streak feels awesome.
yes,
It felt great win tonight. Dwaddle uh, definitely backed up what he said. Buckle up, Dallas. Feels good to be 3-3. 500 this early in the season.
yes,
Are we on? We are on the prefaces of actually having a winning record since the first time since 2021.
yep,
Do y'all realize this? We are about to get a winning record.
yeah,
All we have to do is play our brand of football next week, and we've got.
yeah. Which
Ah, man.
which I'm gonna go ahead and say this because like I said, Carolina phenomenal job today, way to finish. But Carolina, y'all do know who y'all have next, right?
Yeah,
And they
we could
just
beat the Jets.
and they just had an abysmal Dookie Water game. Don't fall for the
Even their
trap.
offense. Yeah, don't fall for the trap. That score is not fooling me at all in the slightest.
Y'all better be on your A game and don't let your foot off the gas and just destroy this team. Y'all have the opportunity to destroy this team. Don't give them room to have a bounce back game because we are going into Jets territory next week.
Dude, Bo Nix had a horrendous game. But as bad as he was, Justin Fields had an even worse game.
How the
But I
heck?
mean,
How the heck did he get sacked 9 times?
that's what I want to know.
Like,
I didn't think the Broncos D line was that good.
I mean, just
Did y'all have injured offensive linemen? Is that what happened? Like,
bust.
what in the world happened to the O line? Did it not exist that day?
I guess not, but and then Justin Fields 9 of
Wow.
17, only 45 yards, like, and a
I'm
and a,
not buying it.
and a negative 10 net yards. Like,
I'm not buying it, Jets. I'm not
like
buying it.
what happened?
I'm telling you right now, I'm not buying it, Jets. I see through the curtain that y'all are trying to put up right now. I see right through it.
See,
You're not fooling me.
he's not falling for the trap.
This offense is dangerous. It is potent. Do not fall for the trap, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh,
Now,
man.
defensively, there's no way that you held the Broncos to 13. I'm not buying that one either. Because that defense is atrociously bad. The only thing that Steve Wilkes has going for him is the man-to-man coverage.
Dang.
And I mean, he showed that against the Dolphins, but if that's all you got, come on.
They couldn't even get anything going with Sauce Gardner and Malachi Moore and Will McDonald? Wow.
I mean, I don't know how you managed to hold Bo Nix to 19 for 30 and a touchdown, but
Seriously.
I just feel like Bo was just having a bad day. So, like I said, I'm not buying it. Whatever smokescreen you guys are trying to pull, Jets, it ain't gonna work on me. I've seen who you are, and you're the same team that's been giving up a ton of points against major opponents and not putting up, and putting up decent amounts of offense. You're the same team. You're not fooling me. You're going to tell me the Broncos are that good defensively? Let me take a moment. Let me take a moment. No, there's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry, no.
Mm.
Because if you go and you look at the Broncos, this is uncharacteristic of that defense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point.
They give up 17 against the Eagles. Okay, I'll grant you that. They give up 3 against the Bengals. Not hard to do. But when you look at the Chargers and Colts game, they gave up 23 against Chargers and 29 against the Colts. Both high-powered offenses right now. So, again, like, you're trying to sell me something that is counterfeit right now. Both of you. Broncos and the Jets. You're trying to sell me something counterfeit, and I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Keep Pounding USA says the Bryce stats this year is 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a couple of those interceptions wasn't on Bryce. The Panthers cannot underestimate the Jets.
Correct.
Correct. Kevin McFarland. Wow, that's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Welcome to the stream.
Mm-hmm.
He says, good evening. Just wanted to stop in a little. Great win for the Panthers. And go Rico Dowdle. He is a beast. Yes.
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 Oh.
Joey, welcome to the stream. He says, let's go Steelers. Well, they did win today. I did see a couple of Steelers fans when we went out to dinner after the game. But, I mean, they're doing good.
Come on, Chiefs. I need you to pick this ball off.
I mean, they're 4-1.
Pick it off.
You know.
Pick it off. Dang it.
Keep pounding your face. Says Joey, forget the Steelers. This ain't the live for that.
Right. Exactly.
And bro, Stephen A.
We're
Smith
not the
is,
Pittsburgh Steelers broadcast, man. What you mean?
but Stephen A. Smith is gonna go in on the
Oh yeah.
Cowboys.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man.
That defensive coordinator is going to be the next Reaper victim.
Oh,
100%.
you know who it is, right? Jeff
Yep.
Everbliss, the former
Mm-hmm.
Bears coach.
Yep. That dude is about to lose
Whoo.
his job. Oh, dang it! I almost saw a pick, man. I almost saw a pick. Oh,
Oh man. Whew.
bro.
Um
The Lions just turned it over.
Kevin says the Lions are struggling tonight. Wanted them to win, but the
This is
Chiefs look good
possible.
tonight.
This is possible. This is possible. Just don't knee it. Just don't knee it and take the freaking field goal, please. Please. I got 325 on the line.
Oh shoot. Dang.
Come on, man. That I can make out of $65. All I need is one more field goal, Bucker. Bruh.
They're
And I can get it. I can get 2 touchdowns out of Josh Allen. That's easy. Jaden Daniels, just give me 1 touchdown. Easy money. But I need one field goal. Come on, Buckner. That's easy work. Oh man.
I haven't really gotten to check on a lot of these other scores. Might as well take a look while I'm here.
David
So,
Screws says the article from Stephen A. Smith thought we didn't stand a chance against Dallas, and now people are roasting him. Oh,
well, I mean,
okay,
I
okay.
mean, shoot. I can't say I feel bad for him, but I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just
We've
saying.
only given up 50 yards rushing in 2 games. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You are correct. Renfro is clutch. As I've
Yeah.
said before, I told you wouldn't regret picking him up.
Like
I
I
told
said,
y'all.
when he was set into motion on that fourth down,
Oh, that was
I
it.
was like, wait a minute, they're going to
They were putting
Renfro.
him in motion on a few other plays too.
Yeah, and then caught a sliding quick slant catch. That
They
was
were not
nice.
looking for that.
But you know what? Kudos to Bryce for getting the ball out quick enough and getting it to Renfro, sliding in just enough to get the first down. And I was just like, as soon as he made that catch and got that first down, I was just like, oh, we should have this. We should have this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Hunter Renfro on that. That was clutch. And I mean clutch with all caps. Clutch.
Of course you take victory formation. Come on, Chiefs. Kick one field goal, bro. One field goal.
Oh, they're kneeling it. Oh,
One field goal. I
oof.
swear it's like these teams know exactly what I'm betting and they do exactly the opposite of what I'm asking them to do. It's like they
Uh,
know.
yeah. But so we beat the Cowboys. Looks like Chiefs are indeed about to beat the Lions. Broncos beat the Jets, and the Jets are
Yep.
still winless.
Yep.
Colts, Indianapolis, where have y'all been? Cause y'all are Daniel
Yep.
Jones.
Daniel
What?
Jones has found his rhythm. I'm telling y'all right now. The Colts are a problem in the
They're,
AFC.
they're a big problem. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna mess around and they might be contender to finish the top of the AFC if they keep up that.
Howard Warren is a beast at tight end.
Shoot, Daniel Jones? 6 touchdowns, only 2 picks? That dude is balling out right now.
Oh my God, he is.
Shoot, Anthony Richardson, what? Anthony Richardson, who? Shoot.
AR got ran out quicker than your wife, your ex-wife, man.
Seriously, like, dang, Daniel
Got ran
Jones.
out of there, man.
Um, Chargers beat the Dolphins.
Oh, whoa. There's a big fight going on.
Uh-oh.
What a big fight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are y'all doing? Man, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oof.
Don't do that. What are
They're
y'all doing?
they're salty. They're salty.
Oh my God. Why? Just take the L, man. Just take the L.
They're salty. But shout out to the Colts. 4-0 at home, 5-1 record. Whew. Um, poor.
Chiefs are back to 3-3 now.
Yep. Oh, poor Dolphins. Man, what is up with y'all? What happened to y'all?
Oh my God.
Chargers done beat y'all. Dang. Like
I
Dolphins, what?
expected that.
Dolphins, what happened? Like,
This Dolphins team is trash.
man,
It is straight trash.
they can't get anything going on the run game and just wow. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But it is what it is. Uh,
Oh my God.
Patriots beat the Saints. Looks like Patriots. They're undefeated on the road. Like what? Drake May.
Yeah. But if you really take a deeper look at the Patriots,
Mm-hmm.
this is a team that's beaten the Dolphins. They've beaten us at our weak point.
Uh-huh.
They did beat the Bills. I give them credit for the Bills win.
True, true.
But you also beat a weak Saints team.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, 3 of these wins out of the 4 are not really convincing wins. And then when you played the Steelers, you lost. When you played the Raiders, you lost.
Yeah.
And the
It's
Raiders one hurt you, credibility wise.
yeah. It'll be interesting to see what their next couple of games turn out to be, but you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the Patriots are at least, they're one to kind of keep an eye on.
They'll get a W against the Titans. The Titans are garbage. The Browns are garbage. That's another win.
Yeah, Steelers just beat the Browns very
And the
convincingly.
Falcons are garbage too. That's 3 more wins. So it's gonna look like
Um,
a winning streak for the Patriots, but if you really deep dive it, who are you really beating?
yeah.
That's a cupcake schedule. Sorry to
Shout
tell y'all, you're not as good as you think you are.
shout out to the Seahawks. They beat the Jaguars. So
That's a legitimate win.
yeah, Seahawks are undefeated on the road. Uh,
Jacksonville's playing over their heads right now.
yeah. The Rams beat the Ravens. Oh man, Lamar Jackson
The
goes.
Ravens without Lamar Jackson are garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight garbage.
Oh, they even Cooper Rush was doing so bad they put in Tyler Huntley, and he got sacked 4 times. Jesus.
That O line is garbage.
Oof. Dang.
Pure dog water offensive line in Baltimore.
Man, Lamar Jackson goes down and they are screwed.
It is straight dog water.
Well, shoot. Derrick Henry is like, man, what the heck is this crap?
I get traded over here into a worse situation than when I was in with the Titans.
Oh man.
how do I get traded into a horrible situation that has Lamar Jackson, all these weapons, and then now this happens?
He goes down and it's just
Oh my God.
it's bad.
Derrick Henry, are you like the bad luck charm for teams now?
Maybe.
Because I mean, the Titans were garbage to begin with,
Yeah.
but
Raiders beat the Titans, so shout out to my dad. He's a Raiders fan.
yep, that's one of the few that the Raiders are gonna get that he'll
Yeah,
get to enjoy.
but Geno Smith didn't have that great of a game though.
No,
Like,
definitely not.
he didn't have that great of a game. Um, so there's that. Keep pounding USA says I didn't see the Ravens being 1-5. This is a weird season. Yeah, yeah, you got that right.
Yep, yep.
And then Packers beat the Bengals. Not surprised there. Um,
Dude, the Bengals quarterback is awful.
yeah, Jake Brown. Oh well, Joe
Jake
Flacco.
Browning,
Well, you got to remember they got Joe Flacco. He played, but
yeah,
it just wasn't
yeah.
enough. It just wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
Joe Flacco. I mean, that loss was not on Joe Flacco, but Browning is awful.
Yeah, and
Like
which
you have to get rid of Browning. He is just so garbage.
yeah,
Like he belongs in a freaking Kmart bagging groceries.
and the Bucks beat the Niners.
Honest to
Oh,
God.
ooh, Mac Jones got destroyed. 27,
Yeah,
27 of 39, 347, two interceptions, sacked 6 times.
but he was throwing some darts in that San Francisco game. I
Yeah.
was watching that,
Oh, you were?
and yeah, one person I want to point out in that game is Demodoro Lenore, the corner.
Uh-huh.
This number two corner here. You're talking about a guy that is 5'10", 201 pounds. There's the one play where a tight end uh, from Tampa Bay was going along the sideline on the right sideline
Yeah.
and tries to jump up and hurdle this dude. And Dumbledore is just like, whoop, flips him onto the ground like it was a sack of potatoes. We're talking about a 285-pound tight end and
Oof.
just flips him like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing.
I'm like, what did I just see right there? No, that's not normal. For a corner to be able to do that, that's pure muscle right there. We need to watch out for Lenore here when we play the 49ers. Trimble, if we throw a ball to Trimble, he will absolutely face plant Trimble. I'm concerned about that right there. Because if he can do that to a tight end, a grown man tight end,
Mm-hmm.
that's problems. I was doing a little scouting in that game, by the way, against Tampa Bay. So
Oh shoot.
that's just one of a few things I noticed.
Keep Pounding says Baker is balling. He escaped a sack on 3rd and 14 and ran and juked the defender and dived for the first. What?
Oh, oh my God.
What? Oh shoot. Dang.
Oh my God.
Dang. Baker Mayfield doing
Baker is, yeah, Baker is
some
him.
Cam Newton stuff. What the heck? But I mean, honestly, don't be surprised if Baker Mayfield gets in the MVP discussion. I would not
Mac
be. I
Jones.
wouldn't be surprised.
Let me just quickly go back to Mac Jones because Mac Jones had 347 passing yards today,
Yeah.
27 for 39, just by throwing two picks. That
Yep.
dude was balling. You got born with 142 yards off 5 catches.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So don't underestimate Mac Jones. Just because you always see 19 points on that board, do not underestimate Mac Jones by any means.
Duly noted. Duly noted. But
We'll
yeah,
be seeing him later on.
that is true. That is true. Um, but man, some very interesting scores today,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, the weather. it rained off and on, but nothing like heavy rain, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a little bit windy here and there, but otherwise, a very comfortable game, and we me and my friend we had a great view of everything, and just oh man, it's just good to be at a game live that we actually ended up winning, because it's
Yep.
been a while,
Mm-hmm.
but oh my goodness, that moment where Fitzgerald made that kick, I was just like, yes.
Right.
Oh, it felt so good.
Dang.
And just being able to protect
Mm-hmm.
home field, cuz like I said, y'all, I was there. There was tons of Dallas Cowboy fans. Tons. Like there was a good, honestly, there was probably a really good balance of Cowboy and Panther fans at this game. Like just on the real. So, I tell you, it was just, but you know what? It was a good back and forth competitive game,
Mm-hmm.
and just it was entertaining.
Yep.
It was rough at times, but entertaining, and just that Carolina has to continue to work on discipline. They have to continue
Mm-hmm.
to work on that, because there were too many moments where they shot themselves in the foot on certain plays and drives and stuff.
Agreed.
But main thing is way to keep fighting and to really keep their head in the game. And like I said, shout out to Dave Canales. You had a game plan. You kept feeding the hot hand. And like I said, I really believe they need to start thinking about extending Rico Dowdle. I think you definitely have to start thinking about that.
Agreed.
Um, and like I said, at least with Chuba, he can take his time to heal up, and then when he comes back 100%,
Whoa.
you get that.
All the West Coast are 4-2. There's three 4-2 winners out the West Coast.
Oof! Wow.
That's crazy to me. The Rams just joined that. The Chargers and
San Fran.
there's one other team as well.
San Fran.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But it just, like I said, it looks really good to see that Carolina has a chance. Carolina has a chance. You know, we've already got one division win.
Oh, Seattle.
They're undefeated at home. And, we got to start winning on the road, though. We definitely got to start winning on the road. And that could start as early as next Sunday, because they got the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, game balls. Who would you give your game balls to?
Oh, definitely Rico. That's a given.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as far as offensively as well, I would give one to Price
Okay, yeah.
because honestly, that pick was not his fault.
No, no, it wasn't his fault. I
Right. So he protected the ball the entire game and made smart throws the entire game,
Yeah,
which is exactly what I asked him to do. You know, he audibled when I asked him to, you know,
yeah,
when I suggested he should, and there there's a lot of things he did right. He threw the ball away when he knew there wasn't anything there, you know. Smart football from Rice today.
yeah.
Very impressed. Um Defensively, um it's got to go to somebody on that D line, and I'm not sure who.
Uh, I think it would probably, if I had to pick, it would probably have to be between Ashawn Robinson and Derek Brown.
Here's my thing. I want to I'd like to give it to Rosebloom, but the thing is, like, because he's the leader of the tackles right now. Let me see. Let me see the stats on this game one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Rosebloom once again leading tackler
Right.
for about 4 or 5 weeks in a row. Um, if I was going to give it to somebody, let's see. It's kind of spread out evenly, wasn't it?
Yeah, for the most
With
part.
the
Like
numbers.
collectively, that D line did great.
Um, it depends. Are you talking about like pass blocking, or are you talking about like run stop?
For the most part, the run stopping for sure, because I mean we weren't able to get a sack
Okay.
unfortunately, but
The run stopping, you have to give that uh game ball to uh either Rosebloom or Alshon Robinson because both of them were absolutely
gotcha.
pivotal in stopping that run today.
Makes sense.
And then special mention is Mr. Brown.
Oh yeah, Derek Brown. Yeah.
No, actually, Bobby Brown.
Oh, Bobby Brown. Oh, okay.
Special mention because he got a tackle for a loss today. Remember how we were saying this dude wasn't doing anything?
Yeah. Oh yeah, last stream. Yeah.
2 tackles and a tackle for a loss. Beautiful job.
Indeed,
And I
indeed.
mean, Derek Brown doing his thing, doing a tackle for a loss as well, but he's expected to do that.
Yeah,
But
that's a fair
Bobby
point.
Brown was not.
Yeah.
So my defensive game balls go to, and I'm gonna throw a few of them. Christian Rosebloom, uh, we got Alshon Robinson with 2 pass deflections.
Yep.
Derek Brown, of course, and the great Bobby Brown. Because no one's expecting him to do anything, and this dude pops up on the board and shuts everybody up.
Yeah. It's a fair point.
I told y'all I love redemption stories when it comes to players on this team.
Yeah.
You had 2 redemption stories. Both of these gentlemen have now had 2 really good games and made their snap counts count.
Yep. Oh yeah.
They shut these running backs down to less than 50 yards. 2 top 5 running backs, 50 yards apiece. That's not easy to do. When Bobby Brown had help, he was a terror on that D line, stopping the run.
Mhm. Yeah.
When he's by himself, 50-50. But with help, he's a terror. Same thing with Roseblood. So as long as everybody around them are doing what they're supposed to be doing, that's what we learned.
Yep. Yep. Good point.
And I also want to give a special shout out to the offensive line because the amount of guard pulls that we have had, think about this, because we were doing the same thing last year.
Mhm.
We had um, Brady Christensen, Cade Mays, and Damian Lewis.
Yep. Who started?
These guard pulls were so good. These gaps that these guys had were
Mhm.
so good. Dude, if CMC was running through that, he would have easily topped off at 250 yards
Yeah. Good point.
in the last 2 weeks, a piece.
Yeah. And
You
they
give Chuba that kind of running room, He's going to get you 180 easy.
And
Easy money.
they opened up some holes today. Shoot.
That was incredible.
I mean,
And
they opened some holes today.
Rico is the man.
Yeah.
He is the GOAT.
But I mean, like I said, he called it. He called it. I
He
mean,
did.
said Dallas buckle up. I mean,
We finished with 38 carries for 216 yards, rushing 5.7.
not to mention he set the record for most scrimmage yards for the franchise, 239.
We finished with 17 catches for 199 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Teteroa
Yes.
McMillan. Shoot, he's like,
Oh my God, the track star.
it's like, no, I'm not just gonna get just one touchdown. No,
No,
I'm gonna get
no.
two.
This man redeemed himself after tipping an interception by
Oh
getting
yeah,
that first touchdown, and then decided, no, that's not enough. I need to show people that I'm legitimate,
yeah,
that I am a problem in the league, and people should actually find ways to game plan around me.
there you go. There you go.
That's the mentality I like. When you come into a game with that type of mentality, that is the Carolina way.
Oh yeah,
That's how we want to play ball. That is our identity. That is our culture. That is our mentality. You come into the bank, you are going to be facing that every single time. And you better buckle up, in the words of Rico.
oh yeah, and
That is the mentality that is going to drive us to 9 wins. Right there. There's one other thing I wanted to mention too. The fact that, if you remember, I was talking about how Clemson had their West Virginia game, and then they went on like a 46 game winning streak. It was insane. I think we just had our West Virginia game against New England, and it pissed this team off. And they're like, never again.
yeah,
I wanted that to happen to us so bad because we need that.
yeah. Ooh,
And I know that's going to sound horrendously bad for everybody out there that's just like, oh, well, we shouldn't ask for a loss, especially one like that. Read the context of what I just said.
right.
Finish the sentence, because I said, look what happened after that loss.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Look what happened after Clemson lost like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Because when you come out of a game like that and you just say, enough is enough, I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
We're not going to take this anymore. That's the mentality you should take out of that.
Right.
Not, oh, we're going to lay down, we're going to take another 6 losses and fire our coach. No. No. That's that weak-minded garbage that we had under Frank and Matt Rule.
Yep.
Enough is enough.
And
Stand up for yourselves and win.
and shout out to Teteroa McMillan in an interview. Apparently, his teammates and folks were trying to hype him up that he's got to score, and he shut it down quickly. He stayed quiet to wave off any talk, and just it worked.
Just took care of business.
Yeah, and not only did he get one touchdown, but he ended up getting 2 touchdowns.
Exactly.
So,
and let me just say this: the difference between coaches is evident. And this is where Dave Canales needs to work on his coaching approach. Okay? When Dabo Swinney took those 2 losses this year, the 3 losses, He didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to blame it on the players' lack of execution, lack of execution, lack of execution," like Dave Canales was doing.
Yeah.
No, this man took responsibility for his part in the loss as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say, "Oh, the players were just not doing what they're supposed to do. They weren't doing what I wanted them to do." No, he said, "These guys were not prepared because of me.
Mm-hmm.
They were not doing the things that I wanted them to do because of me, because I didn't put them in the right spots. That is my part of this. Now, the other rest of it is lack of execution." And then when pressed and asked about this stuff, he didn't say, "Oh, well, maybe we'll just try to figure things out for next week." No. He said, "Are y'all tired of winning?
Mm.
Because I could go somewhere else. I can go somewhere else, but I guarantee you I'm not retiring on a beach.
Right.
I'm going to continue winning because that is who I am. That is my mentality. That is who I am. I've never changed since day one."
There you go.
And guess what? They got 2 more wins. He didn't even say anything else. He just got 2 more wins and shut the heck up
Yep.
and put words to action.
And also a big shout out to Ryan Fitzgerald. That was his very first
Yeah.
career game winning field goal.
And to appropriate what I'm saying here, this is why I mentioned this. Because Dave Canales kept blaming the players and kept blaming the players, kept blaming the players, and eventually the players had enough. So they held a team meeting about the lack of sacks. That is what sparked these wins. Make no mistake about it. Because without the coaches, they sparked a players only meeting of the D line.
Mm-hmm.
And that led everybody else to start doing their job better on defense. Everybody. And that includes Rose Blimp, who was previously doing nothing.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown, that was doing nothing.
Yep.
Alshon Robinson, who was barely getting by. And he said, "No more just getting by."
Mm-hmm.
All these players just said, "We're going to hold ourselves accountable and we're going to get this done." Period.
Period.
They didn't speak to the media. They just acted. And lo and behold, look what happens, Dave Canales, when you shut the heck up and put words to action.
Yep.
Lo and behold, what a shocker, right?
Yep.
And now you don't have to blame the lack of success on lack of execution, lack of execution. Okay, we're tired of that same old dribble. We've done this enough times with Matt Rule, Ron Rivera, and Frank Wright. Enough is enough, dude. Fix your coaching style. Take responsibility when you do lose. Okay? Please.
There you go.
These players are taking this team over. This is no longer your team. And they have just shown it in the last 2 weeks. That includes Bryce Young, that says, "I know what you said, but here's what works. I'm audibling." He's basically pulling a Peyton Manning right in front of your eyes. And you're not even, okay, that worked. You are riding on the coattails of Bryce Young's success off the audibles. Admit it. You are riding off the coattails of this D line success. Admit it, coaching staff.
Yep.
And the sooner you admit that and start doing your job better and start adjusting and adapting to what they're doing, the sooner you are to start understanding, okay, this is a player-led team now. Let's do what we need to do to put them in the right positions to let them do their jobs. And let them carry us to a win. Since we are not adaptable enough to get it done ourselves. And I literally had that conversation in the previous stream. I said, Bryce, if you need to man up and say, enough is enough, Dave Canales. These draw plays are not working. These simple-minded plays are not working. Audible. And guess
Yep.
what he's been doing the last 2 weeks? He took my advice. Bryce, I am proud of you. D-line, I am proud of you. That's
Yes.
what I was asking you to do. Thank you so much for listening to my advice. And you got results out of it, didn't you?
Yep. Sure did.
That's what happens when you listen to me. Because I'm trying to help you. You know, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm always on your side. So when I give advice like that, please listen. You know, and that goes for all the players out there. If I give you smoke and if I give you tough love, listen to it. Take it as exactly that. Don't take it as criticism. Take it as tough love. Because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you get better. Because I love each and every one of these players. And I've got passion for each one of these players. And I want you all to succeed.
Indeed. Yes,
So
indeed.
that is the difference between the two coaches. A coach that is a leader and is ballsy enough to admit it, you know, and takes the media stuff on the stride. Everybody was like, "Oh well, maybe Clemson has fallen off. Maybe Dabo is not meeting expectations." Dabo's just like, "I'm not listening to that dribble. I know who we are. I know exactly who we are. We are a team that does not know what the word quit is in our vocabulary. So when we go out there, we're going to win. All we got to do is put the pieces together in the right way. Because we already
Yep.
know who we are."
Yep.
And Dave Canales that is making excuse after excuse after excuse and riding on the coattails of wins by the players. Which coach do you want to be, Dave Canales? Pick one. All right, I'm done. Go for it.
Jeff R says, "What are we going to do with Chuba?" What do you mean?
What do you
Like
mean?
he was
He's
out.
still our number one running back right now.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
once he returns to 100%, I
right,
expect him to be back in the rotation.
right,
Like
exactly,
we don't just toss Chuba to the side. Like
right,
we got to remember we did extend this guy, you know, on a longer contract with multiple years because of what he, you know, I mean he's coming off 1,000 yards rushing season. I mean
right,
we can't just give up on him. I'm
right,
expecting he's going to be right back in the lineup, 1-2 punch combo with
right.
Rico Dowdle.
Absolutely. We're gonna find excellent uses out of both of them. Split carries.
Jeff
It's gonna be like what the Chiefs are doing with Robert Hunt and Pacheco.
Jeff R says he can't start over Rico. Hold up. Timeout.
Why not?
Timeout.
Why not?
Jeff R. He didn't do anything to lose the starting spot. He was injured. Now,
Solid point.
I'm not saying that Rico can't be the starter, but you don't just say somebody just loses their spot
Just because of an injury.
because of an
No.
injury.
Mm-mm.
That's kind of unfair. That's kind of
Right.
unfair
Right. That's
because
kind of a slap in the mouth to Chuba, you know, that's been working his butt off for many, many years,
I mean, I'm
you
like
know,
I said,
in the league.
I'm not against keeping the hot hand, but just to say, oh well, he's never going to start again. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
He was originally the starter. Like,
Exactly.
at least give him an opportunity to get back in there and at least compete.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that's unfair. That's unfair.
Totally agree. That's unfair.
I mean, Jeff R. He's running better than Chuba because he's not playing right now. He's not playing.
Chuba would be matching the same amount of yards
He's
at the
not
same guard poles.
he's not playing right now, Jeff. That's not
Let's
a
be
that's not
real.
a fair comparison. He's not playing. He's hurt. He's hurt.
Yep.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
Right.
don't don't just cast him aside like that. He's
Right.
he's been hurt. He got hurt.
Yeah.
Not to mention Rico Dowdle has 289 yards rushing. Chuba has 217 yards rushing. Don't do that. Nah, don't do that.
Fair point.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's
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 another fair point.
that's
Yep.
un, that's unfair. That's unfair.
Mm-hmm. I was 100% on board with putting Rico as a starter until you mentioned that. And then I was like, okay, yeah, you convinced me 80%. I'm with you
Jeff R
because
says
those were two solid, very good points.
Chuba never had 200 yards. He just came off a 1,000-yard rushing season.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like what?
Do your homework on these guys, man, before you start posting comments like that in the chat,
I mean,
please.
okay,
It
so
takes a quick Google search.
he hasn't
For
had
real.
over 200 yards. So we're just gonna disqualify him because he hasn't had 200 yards? That's
Nah,
not fair.
nah, that ain't it.
That's not fair.
That ain't it,
Nah,
man.
nah, that's not fair. Like I said, I don't mind feeding the hot hand, and Rico's been doing his job, but just to say forget Chuba? Nah, that's not fair.
Mm-mm.
That's not fair.
Right.
Nah, that's not fair. Cause you gotta remember, Rico wasn't even there last year until he got to us.
Okay, so we only have 1,000-yard rusher now, apparently, which is Rico, according to your comment. No, we have two. Try
Jeff
again.
Jeff R. He got hurt. He was hurt.
Right.
He didn't do anything to lose his spot. He got hurt. He got hurt. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Rico can't be a starter. I mean, he was a starter, especially with Dallas. He was a starter.
Right.
I'm not taking
Mm.
anything away, but it's like folks are looking at it like screw Chuba, like Rico number one, and it's like screw Chuba, and I think that's unfair.
Nah,
That's unfair. Nah, that's not
that's
that's
messed up.
unfair. That's
Yeah.
unfair. Cause cause it's not like Chuba hasn't been running the ball well. He's got 217
Right.
yards rushing. Like a little bit more carries than Rico,
Right.
but I mean you don't just take that away from him, especially if he comes back 100%.
Right.
You don't just take that away from Chuba.
Truth.
I mean,
Fair.
did Chuba not have a 1,000-yard rushing season last season? That's why we paid him.
Right.
We extended him because of that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And we're going to extend Rico for the same reason.
Shoot, if anything, you better hope that Chuba does come back 100%.
Yeah.
Because if these folks start game planning for Rico, I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you better hope that Chuba comes back 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Do not underestimate a 1-2 punch combo. And Jeff
Right.
R., remember, we've had 1-2 punch combos multiple times. Don't underestimate that. Please, I can't stress that enough. Don't
Yeah.
underestimate that.
Right.
I'm all for rewarding great play. Absolutely. I get that. Rico did what he was supposed to. He called a shot. He did that.
Yeah.
But let's not just, I don't think it's fair for somebody to just be cast aside like that. Like just, oh, there's no way he's going to go back to being a starter.
Right.
I wouldn't say that off the bat because we have to remember he was a starter. He was the starter in the first place.
Right.
He, and unless he's done something to lose that intentionally or just bad play or whatnot, I don't think that's fair. Now, at the end of the day, it's their decision. It's the coach's decision. I respect
Right.
I respect their decision, but I don't think that's fair. Like I would feel a certain type of way, you
I
know.
want a legitimate, battle between these two.
Yeah.
Let's hatch this out.
Yeah.
Let one of them hit the first half of the game against the Jets, and the other one, the second half. If Chuba happens to come back, against the Jets, and let's just hash this out.
Cuz I'm like, I mean, he's running better than Chuba. Chuba's not even
Right.
playing. Chuba's not even playing. He's hurt.
Yeah.
Like why make that comparison to somebody that's hurt? Like
Right.
that's not really fair. I mean, of course,
Agreed.
of course he's playing better. He's on the field. One isn't. It's like
Correct.
that's kind of a that's kind of an empty comparison. You know,
Yeah.
like that's all I'm saying. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm not against what's been going on, but it's like I just don't think it's fair that it's that just Chuba comes back and just no, you back of the line.
Right.
I don't think that's fair. But like I said, it's not up to me. I don't think that's fair though.
I agree with you.
But if Rico gets the start, I mean, so be it. I'm not gonna look down on that because at the end of the day, they got to do what they got to do. That's gonna turn into wins. But
Hmm.
you know, I just hate for that to have been said, and then if he turns around and doesn't get the same amount of yards this game and next game, then folks,
Hmm.
well, back to Chuba. It's just like, well, that's why I am embracing a 1-2 combo.
Yep. Same here. I think we approach this the same way the Chiefs are doing with Hunt and Pacheco. Pacheco. Sorry.
Now, as far as I don't know when Chuba is gonna be able to come back, I mean that remains to be seen. Like,
Right.
we'll have to wait and see. I mean, thankfully Rico is in a position where he can carry that, but I really feel like when he comes back, a 1-2 punch combo. Don't underestimate that considering it's worked for this franchise multiple occasions.
Yep.
So, you know, that's all I'm saying. That's all I
Agreed.
can say. I do agree they definitely need to re-sign Rico Dowdle, just like they
Oh,
did
no doubt.
just like they did Chuba. They need to do that for Rico.
Yeah.
And see the,
We
the
have found our running back duo.
and see the good thing about that is it didn't take as long for Chuba as it did for Rico. I mean, heck, 2 games with
Yeah.
those type of performances, they might as well
Hmm.
have it on their minds. I'm all for that.
Hmm.
But I definitely don't forget about what Chuba has been able to do to even get him to this point. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's all I'm
Hmm.
saying. Because we extended that dude for a reason. And
Yes,
I
we did.
and I think the fact that he's coming off first ever 1,000-yard rushing season, don't forget that. All I'm saying is don't forget that.
Yep.
Don't forget that. But
Hmm.
that's all I got. That's all I got for that.
Yeah. I believe we found our rushing duo, man. This is going to be the next Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams. I've been saying it since the beginning.
Yeah, and I embrace it. I definitely embrace it. You know.
And Rico is in there with some big names now
Yeah.
after today. So I'm excited for him. You know, I'm excited for this whole freaking team, man. Like we just finally started putting things together and figuring things out. Gyro has saved his job. I think that's fair to say at this point. Now, my question is, was it his idea to move Rose Bloom and Trevor Wallace and switch them?
Perhaps. I mean,
He has not taken credit for that, and no one has given him credit for it publicly.
yeah.
I was having a discussion with somebody in another group chat about that, and nobody's taking credit for it. So they raised a good point on that to start looking into that because I want to know whose idea it was because it was brilliant. Because once that happened, everything just clicked on like a light bulb defensively for both of them.
Yeah. Jeff R says offensive player of the week 2 weeks in a row probably. Oh, he probably did get it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he did get it again. That yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless something happens this Monday that will compete with that, I think he's definitely got it.
And shout out to Yash Demon because Yash Demon actually had a decent game today. Granted, this was not the best pass rush from Dallas, but Yash actually played a solid game today,
Yeah.
all 4 quarters. And I was slightly concerned about that. I was watching him closely, and he played a great game. Um, I'm going to remain on cautious ground with Mike Jack.
Yeah, that's
We need to look
understandable.
into Mike Jack and we need to look into Nick Scott because it's obvious these two are consistent problems, in the 2 wins that we've had. So, and these two issues couple together because of what we saw today. We forced Dak Prescott to throw it there because everything else was covered. We wanted them to throw it there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And we basically said, okay, Dak Prescott is Dak Prescott. He's going to throw passes. He's going to complete passes. So
Yeah,
why not
should have.
direct him to where we want him to go?
Yeah.
Why not guide him where we want him to go? So when you take away the deep ball with J.C. Horn and Lathan back there, now he has to go the other direction,
Right.
and test Mike Jack. So knowing that we have a soft middle coverage wise with linebackers, okay, the linebacking crew got in a room and said, okay, let's change that. Let's start getting some pass deflections. Let's start handling our business. And lo and behold, we had 4 pass deflections today.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 by Trevor Wallace, 2 by Alshon Robinson. And I said, finally, that's what I've been waiting for right there, is for these guys to blossom and break that glass ceiling and say, you know what? Let's get in a room and handle this. Let's do something about this.
Right.
Because this ain't it. We're letting these guys have fun with us. This is not it. We have talent, we are skilled, we have the ability to do something about it. So let's do something about it. We want to erase the narrative about us.
Right. Jeff
And he
R.
did it.
Jeff R. Asks, "Are we a legit team now, or are we still pretenders?"
That's a good question. Um, we just beat Dallas, so I'm going to say that we are a contender. Now, what that hinges on is if we can keep doing this consistently. If this becomes the norm for us throughout the rest of the year, this is how we play for the rest of the year, then we're contenders. Because if you go down the list and you say, okay, let's see what our schedule is. Um, you look at the Jets game. The Jets are just a watered down version of the Cowboys right now. We can beat them. The Bills will probably beat us, and that's going to end our home streak.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we bounce back? A Green Bay game where we treat that Green Bay game exactly how we treated the Cowboys game. It's going to come down to the exact same elements, except that Green Bay has guess who on defense that Dallas doesn't. So now we have to game plan for that.
Right.
And that could be the difference maker. That's why I'm slightly concerned about that Packers game. But is there a chance we could win that Packers game? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we have to control it just like we did this Dallas game. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Because truthfully, with that tie between Green Bay and Dallas, that should have been Green Bay's win.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, that defense is better than Dallas's.
Uh,
It's still trash, but it's better.
Jeff R says Parsons is bad against the run.
That's correct.
Um, I'll say this: Are we a legit team? I said this earlier, Jeff R. This was probably before you got in. Um, I definitely think Carolina has done quite a bit to give reason for folks to keep an eye on them. My big concern is once it gets to the harder parts of the schedule, like when we play the Bills, when we play the Packers, the Niners, the Rams, Seahawks, the Bucks twice. That's really going to that's really going to show how for real this team really is.
Yep. And if we play like we did today against those teams, we have a solid shot.
Yeah.
To kind of continue what I was saying, you battle the Saints afterwards. You battle the Falcons. That's 2 wins in between the Niners game. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say we continue this path and we face the Niners with a winning record. Because at that point, we are what 3-3.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
we're
so
currently
let's say we
three and
get the
three.
win against the Jets. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say we take the L against the Bills, and let's say we win against the Packers.
That's
That's a
5-4.
winning record.
Ooh, Jeff R asks, what's the magic number of wins that gets us in the playoffs?
9 or 10.
Yeah, I'm have to
It's
agree.
always been 9 or 10 with the NFC South.
Yeah,
Always.
I think it's got to be 9 or 10, and I think a big part of it, like at
It's going to
least,
come down to the Buccaneers games.
yeah, like
Period.
we have to win those Buccaneers games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like there's
But we
no
also have to take care of business against the Falcons and Saints too,
yeah, which we've already done once with the
and stack
Falcons.
wins.
So yeah, we've already done
So
once with the Falcons. So
we come out of that Packers game with a 5-4 record, right?
yeah,
Yep. Okay, so 6-4 against the Saints, 7-4 against the Falcons. So we go into that 49ers game with a 7-4 record, y'all. Think about that. 7-4 record. So we are almost there.
yeah,
All we need are those 2 wins. Guess where those 2 wins are going to come from? The Saints again in the dome and the Buccaneers. If you want 9 wins.
yeah,
Now, if you want 10 wins, okay, let's surprise the Rams and get a W there. Or the Seahawks, and let's get a W there. It's doable against the Rams. I can see the 10th win happening against the Rams.
hmm. Jeff R says the Bucks might clinch early, which would allow them to rest their starters when we play them. That is a possibility. That could be a possibility that we could still
So
get in as a wild card, but
let's say this is a 10-win season. Okay, so you're doing with 7-5 against after the 49ers game because we take the L against the 49ers. Let's just for the heck of it, because I do think we have a shot against the 49ers, but I don't know how that game's going to go. There's a lot of factors by the time we get down to there, that could happen. But let's say that we beat the Rams, so that's 8 wins. So that's 8-5, right?
Yes.
Okay. You go into the Saints game 9-5 after that win, and then your 10th win is against the Buccaneers to seal off the division. We only need one of those, to seal off the division. And I'm betting it's going to be on December the 21st at home because we are undefeated at home right now. By that point, that Seattle game and that Buccaneers game at the end will not matter. So let's look at Tampa's record. Tampa, since you mentioned Tampa,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they have to battle the Lions next. Do they beat the Lions?
Oh, that's gonna be a tough game.
Uh, Tampa has now beaten San Francisco in a convincing way, 30-19.
Yep.
They beat the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a legitimate team.
Yep.
They barely lost the Eagles game, and this is when the Eagles were still contenders. They beat the Jets with 29 points. So they outscored Justin Fields,
Yeah.
which is really all you have to do right
Right.
now. Kind of a lazy win over the Texans. Kind of a lazy win over the Falcons. Okay, yeah. You can have lazy wins up there. That's fine. But once you start facing the Lions and a red hot Patriots team, you know, you got a problem towards the middle of this schedule. You better start winning
Right.
and continue winning, Tampa, because if you don't, we're going to start taking advantage. Okay, so this is a 5-1 Tampa team. Okay, let's say they take the L to the Lions. So that's 5-3. 5-2. Sorry. They get the win over the Saints. That's an easy one. 6-2. Get the win over the Patriots. 7-2. And then they face the Bills, and the Bills shut them down. 7-3.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams game. That's going to be the pivotal. I can't say the word pivotal
Pivotal.
game for the Buccaneers in their schedule, because if you can't get past the Rams with a 7-3 record, you're in trouble,
Yep.
because the Cardinals will find a way to start uh, muscling in on that, and we will find a way to muscle in on that in December. So you got to get past the Rams, otherwise you are in trouble for losing the division title. So let's say the Rams win that game, 7-4, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals come in. What's the Cardinals record right now?
The Cardinals' record right now, 2-4.
There's always a chance of an upset in the NFL.
Right.
However, that's going to be their 8th win. Their 9th win is against the Saints.
Right.
So again, that's 4 losses, right? Still
Yes.
9-4. Okay. Against the Falcons, that's 10-4. So we will be struggling to get our 10th win right on the 21st. They'll already have their 10th win. This is where it becomes a problem.
I see. I see.
We're going to be a game behind once we face them on the 21st. Let's say we win that game and we hit our 10th win. We will be tied for the division lead right there on the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So then it comes down to the last two. Tampa, you face the Dolphins, we face Seattle. This is where we could potentially lose the division. If Tampa beats the Dolphins, which we know they will, because the Dolphins are trash,
Yeah, they're struggling badly.
and then they face us, and they beat us, division's theirs.
Yep.
You know, if we beat Seattle and we come in and beat Tampa, division is ours.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
So again, it comes down to that final game against Tampa in Tampa.
Yep.
I've been saying this all year.
Last game of the season.
I've predicted this, and I've seen this from the very beginning with the talent that we have. I was just waiting for our talent to peak and do what it's supposed to do. Let it kick in. And our coaching staff would not let that talent kick in. We kept doing stupid stuff.
Right.
For the first 4 games. So I was like, okay, when is this talent going to kick in, and when are we going to find ourselves? Because once we do, okay, then the work really begins. As far as trying to get this division. It is still possible. It is still possible.
Right.
But I'm telling you, it is a thin line. It's a thin line. Because if Tampa beats the Rams, we're cooked. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. If Tampa beats the Rams, we are cooked. We're not getting a division title.
Yeah.
Because we cannot split with the Buccaneers for the division title.
Right.
We cannot do it. Because if that's what it comes down to, they will beat the Dolphins and we will lose to Seattle. Because Seattle's playing some good ball.
Yeah, Seattle's a tough team.
It'll come down to that Seattle game.
Because we got to play them in Seattle, I believe.
And that's exactly what I was worried about. So that is assuming we play our brand of football throughout the rest of the season. Now,
Right.
that would still give us wild card, which is acceptable.
Yeah.
That's an acceptable end to the year. I'm very pleased with that if that's what we end up with. So again, this Packers game is big for us. If we can treat this like the Dallas game and we can come in there and control all parts of the game in the fourth quarter like we just did,
Right.
and put them into a spot where they are forced to do what we want them to do, impose our will, make a statement at the beginning of the game, make a statement at the beginning of the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what we did. That first pass coming out of halftime, that makes a statement that we're not going away. We are locked in and we want to play Carolina Panthers football.
Yep. That's
our
the
brand.
idea.
If we can do that against the Packers, I see a win. But we still need to watch out for Micah Parsons. He will shut down that run a good chunk, but we'll have to get the ball over the field a little bit more.
Yeah.
So you'll see a little bit more passing in that Packers game than you will against Dallas. So it forces us to spread the ball. Now, we will have Coker back by that point. We will have Tet. We will have Renfro. And we can still do all the things that we were doing with Horn and all that extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of that is going to depend on who is healthy during that Packers game and who is not. The objectives are the same. Do not turn over the ball.
Yeah.
This is a Packers team that will take advantage of it. Same with Dallas. And we did not turn over the ball against Dallas. We accomplished our mission. Goal accomplished. Same thing against the Packers. Do not cough up that ball. And if we do not cough up the ball and we have ball control going into that Dallas game, we do everything we just did.
Mm-hmm.
8 out of times, 10 times we win if we control the clock.
I can
And
agree.
we control the ball. Despite the refs, despite all the extra crap going on, and all that stupid stuff that XL was doing. Cut that out of our game, we win.
That's what we got to do.
I see a very, very tough schedule on our horizon here.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
That could get us back on schedule. That Packers game can get us back on schedule. So could a win over the Rams. To have a shot at getting this division title
Right.
and taking it from the Buccaneers by force in Tampa. But, if we don't beat the Jets, if we don't beat the Packers, it's all for naught. We're settling for eight or 9 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Which at this point the magic number becomes 11 to win the division title. I feel like. Would you agree?
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely reasonable. It's definitely
Yeah.
reasonable. But yeah, they just have to. They got to be on point come time for the harder part of the schedule to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
So.
If we come in there and we get our 9 or 10 wins, that Seattle game will not matter.
Right.
We have to make sure that Seattle game is not relevant
Right.
by the time we play them.
Right.
If Seattle becomes a trash team by that point, take advantage. That gives us an easy path to Tampa to try to take back the crown. That's if we do everything we're supposed to do, and that includes a loss to the Bills, because we know that loss is coming. That's an obvious one.
Yeah.
I would rather us get our lazy game out of the way against the Bills,
Mm-hmm.
than have it against the Packers or the Jets. If we're going to have it, it's got to be against the Bills. We can come into the Bills game and try to measure ourselves against the Bills, and have a measuring contest, but
Mm-hmm.
we all know which team is going to come out on top. But it does put us and show us exactly where we are as a team. So that's why I'm going to have the second measuring stick for the year evaluation at that Bills game. After the Bills game, we see exactly where we are. Okay. We have the first measuring stick after 3 games.
Yep.
We know what patterns are happening. Cool. Now we know how to adjust.
Yep.
Second measuring stick is after the Bills game.
Yep. And that's week 8.
Third measuring stick happens way down here after the 49ers game. Let's see where we are. Let's see how we adjust. Let's see what's going on with the team. And then we adjust to come into the Rams game. Prepare. So that's our fourth measuring stick of the year. It is going to be after we face the Buccaneers. The first time.
Yeah. That's quite
We'll know exactly where we are, what we're doing, what our path is, and do we have a shot at the playoffs.
We'll definitely.
So I'm going to be doing measuring sticks 4 times a year.
Those are reasonable. Those are definitely reasonable. And I think the way you have them spread out, definitely reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
But
Isaiah says Seahawks could hopefully have their division on lock and their seeding. Exactly. That's what I'm hoping for.
I see.
Yep.
But we shall see. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I have. Um, like I said, you know, 2 wins in a row were big. We're back to 300.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just gotta go back on the road. We get this win over the Jets, and we got to keep the momentum going when it really comes down to it, and hopefully continue this streak. This is an opportunity that Carolina has to really bounce back in a unique way they haven't done in a long time, and this is a start. This is a
Mm-hmm.
start. So the ball's in their court to keep it up, to keep the momentum going, but I definitely I definitely love what I saw today, and they just got to keep it going. They really just got
Yep.
to keep it going. There's really nothing more to that. Um,
Absolutely.
but I'm gonna
Um,
I'm gonna get ready to turn in for the evening because yeah, that was quite a lot of driving, and I'm starting to fade. But while I got you on here, you know the deal. Plug in your socials.
before I do that, I got a couple of comments, and then I'll do that.
All right, go ahead.
Um, David Screw says, yes, Bryce should be called the clutch man. How's that sound? Yeah, because
Sounds good to me.
a lot of these wins are in clutch situations for Bryce.
Yeah.
How many of those wins were in clutch situations? That's crazy, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
Um, I'm impressed with Fitzgerald. Yeah, so am I. Uh, just read an article. Okay, about Stephen A. Smith. Yep. I already read that one. All right,
Yeah.
cool. And just real quick,
Mhm.
where's my parlay at? Because I'm trying to hit $325
Oh
off
yeah, yeah,
65,
yeah. Do your thing.
and I got my 3 touchdowns from Patrick Mahomes. Trying to get 1 touchdown from Jaden Daniels. I'm trying to get 2 touchdowns from Josh Allen. Travis Kelsey hit his, which was more than 42.5. He hit 78. Harrison Buckner. I needed 2 field goals. He got 1.
Oh.
So if I can just hit Jaden Daniels and Josh Allen, I will get my money back.
Oh, hope it works
Exactly my
out.
money back, which is hilarious. I was counting on Harrison Buckner being the bonus one. You just never know, right?
Yeah.
Um, and what's crazy is I actually refunded that money and went for Buckner instead of Pacheco. And if I had gone for Pacheco, oh man, I've already hit 3
Oh, there you
of the
go.
5, and I would have gotten $260 had Josh Allen gotten his 2 touchdowns and Jaden Daniels got his 1 touchdown on a pick 5. That's crazy, dude.
Very much so.
So all I would have needed was like one more, and I would have at least made some money. I should have just left it alone. Dang it, man. Because Pacheco 25.5 and he got 51. Oh, I should have left it alone.
Ah.
I've been
Well,
so close on these bets because last week I almost made $1,000
oof.
off a $100 bet.
Came up a little short.
All I needed was 3 more yards from ETN before halftime
Oh.
against the Chiefs, and 1 passing touchdown from Patrick Mahomes. That's it. Just 1 passing touchdown, and I would have made $1,025. That is insane. I think these players know that these bets are going on. They're just
They,
doing this on purpose,
you'd be
just to
surprised.
mess with people. Because this is insane how close I've come. So, I'm having a little fun. If this was money line betting, which you can't do in South Carolina because it's illegal, I would be making some real bank. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But having some fun anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Hey, I feel you.
but yeah. Um, if you would like to get a hold of us, my socials are on the screen. Shadow Warrior was 1W645 on Instagram, and the Facebook group page. Keep pounding in all caps for in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news, such as scheduling for the channel and for the Yahoo Sports app. Keep pounding Fantasy Football League. Um, Also, Monster Sub and Grub. Get yourself a tasty sub
Do it.
if you're out in Spartanburg, South Carolina. On game day, enjoy the win with your Panthers crew while enjoying a tasty sub with the owner being a Panthers fan.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing better. You know, there's nothing sweeter. You know? And shout out to all the Panthers YouTubers out there doing their thing. On 2020, C3, Carolina Bleeding Blue podcast, um, who was under our umbrella
Yeah.
of streaming. And then you've got Pat Coltrane, who was live today. You've got P&P, all these other streamers, man. That's crazy. Oh, by the way, Cam Newton said, "Let me take over Meow Mix."
Oh shoot.
Did
Oh.
y'all miss that? Cam Newton was just like, "Let me take over this channel since y'all want to be lazy, since y'all want to give up."
Oof.
Oh, I was like, "What?"
I mean,
Let me find out. Cam Newton taking over a YouTube channel. That's crazy. Oh my god. When he's got his own.
seriously, it's like, dang, don't you have enough already? Jeez.
I heard he's going to be on BET doing like a sports thing too.
Uh,
A sports
I guess whatever he
show
can
or
do
whatever it is.
to make money and is.
Yeah. Yeah. They were advertising it on YouTube.
Ah, I see.
Yep. Um, but yeah. On my channel, if you like what you see on your screen with the intro, go check out Lindara Ty on Instagram using her last name first Ty TAR Lindara LINDARA for videos, panels, etc. that you can put on your channel for as a content creator to up your game as a content creator. Lindara Ty, fair pricing, awesome to work with, and just awesome in general. Special shout out to David Screws and Isaiah in my chat. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, enjoy your Panthers victory, man. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh yeah.
We got that big one against the freaking Cowboys. And God, it feels sweet.
Yep.
I can't stand the Cowboys.
Especially sweet seeing it done live
Mm,
before my
mm,
very eyes.
mm. I'm
So
glad you had a great experience, Blitz. And I heard 2020 was in the building too.
yeah, especially considering the last 3 games I went to were losses, so it was good to actually attend one that turned out to be a win.
With black helmets this time too.
Yes. Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, so stay happy, healthy, and well. And we will catch you for the preview stream soon.
Yes.
Um, we'll be
Yes.
going live at 1 p.m. on Sunday for the game. And in between, we may be doing a little game streaming on my channel. Who knows? I'm doing a little multi-streaming between that and Twitch. So,
Oh, there you go.
gonna have some fun.
There you go. But
But Panthers Blueprint the rookies, that's coming as well. That reaction is coming. We're gonna do
Oh,
a stream on that too.
there you go.
Be on the lookout for that, either this week or next week.
But
Stay happy on with you and well, everybody. Enjoy the victory. Get
keep.
yourself some sweet donuts at Krispy Kreme too, because
Oh
they're
yeah,
still running that promo.
do it. Definitely do that.
Mhm.
Keep Pounding USA says, I've never been to a Panthers game where they won. Well, you might want to start planning.
Right,
You might want to
right.
start planning.
Choose the Atlanta game.
Yeah, you might want to start planning. Keep
Well,
Pounding
the Atlanta
USA.
game is in Atlanta, and that so if you want a game in Charlotte, that we could possibly win.
The
Let's
Saints.
see
The,
the Saints game.
the Saints game. Yeah, go to the Saints game. We should,
Saints game. Mm-hmm.
go to the Saints game on
That would be the
November
one.
November 9th. Go to that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to that game.
Yep.
but
Book it.
um but yeah, great win. Final score 30-27 Carolina. Two straight victories, but got to
Mm-hmm.
get ready to go on the road and take on the winless New York Jets, and hopefully they will continue to keep them winless
Mm-hmm.
and keep pounding. We're going to get through this just like we did today, and more games to
Yep.
come. Um, yeah. So thank y'all so much for watching. Thanks for coming out, chatting it up. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
great victory by Carolina, but let's keep this going. There will be more. Let's claim it. Let's claim
Let's
it,
go claim it. Let's go
and
earn it.
let's show the analysts and other fans more and more why they need to start keeping an eye on the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Because the times are changing. The times are
Mm-hmm.
changing. So, but thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight's live stream. I'm about to go pass out because I have to go to work in the morning, but it's all
Yeah.
good. But for Blitzball champ Jason Ingram, and
Keep out.
we will see y'all very soon for Jets preview and also
Yep.
for the game itself. Thank y'all
Yep.
so much. Everybody have a blessed start to the weekend. We will see y'all soon.